There he is.
Oh, hi there.
Sorry.
I didn't realise. I'm Joe Wicks. Thanks for coming along to the second part of my workout session.
You look familiar.
Yeah, well, lots of people know me from being Joe Wicks and being a personal trainer. But my actual real job is playing piano in a shed. Come in.
Thank you. Apologies to those of you who... Joe, remember not to touch your face.
Yeah, don't touch my face. That's the main thing today.
Apologies to those of you who logged on and saw my face, which has been unmasked unceremoniously.
The camera operative doesn't have a face.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
The phone was the wrong way round.
Okay, let's move on.
Sorry about that.
Hello, everyone. It's Monday the 23rd of March. This is episode 5, and as it's a Monday, and it's alliteratively correct, we're going to do musicals today. A few people have shouted at me to do musicals, so we're going to do some. But before we get onto that, there's the important issue of the news, and as you know, there's a whole newspaper here with nothing in it, because there's no news. But I did find something interesting in the birthdays section. This is yesterday's paper, because obviously I have not contravened any of our self-isolating guidelines, and I haven't been out today at all. So this is yesterday's paper. Birthdays: Beverly Knight, 47. Yao Kusama is 91. Lord Lloyd Webber, whose real name isn't Lord, it's Andrew. He's 70. He was 72. William Shatner. 89. Stephen Sondheim was 90. So this is all quite good for the musical.
Sondheim was 90.
Sondheim 90. Happy birthday,
No
Sir Stephen.
way.
Why isn't he a Lord? Let's get him lauded.
He's 90.
Sondheim.
What a life.
What a life. What a family.
What a lyricist.
So of the Sondheims, he's definitely our favourite. Roger Whittaker as well. The wonderful whistler from County Durham. I'm going to be doing some whistling later for Sondheim. Also, Reese Witherspoon is 44. Sorry to break that to you, Reese. That is your age. In the TV department, for those of you who've been asking when Loose Women is on, it's on all day on ITV. Loose Women, they've now got a dedicated channel.
How are they doing that? Are they sort of doing that via Zoom?
They're all doing it through Colleen Nolan's face, and she's being beamed onto the side of the Houses of Parliament, and that's being picked up by people
worldwide.
No one's out to film it, so
no.
They've got what they're doing is like the person who does the sketches in court. They're doing a supposed sort of shut up. Channel 4 just started Posh Pawnbrokers.
Posh Pawnbrokers?
Posh Pawnbrokers. It's 65 minutes long. Posh Pawnbrokers. I'd like to see Posh Brokers as well. Channel 5.
That'll be coming.
Don't forget.
Excuse the pun.
That Home and Away is on at 1:15. If you didn't think Home and Away was still on, boy, oh, it is. And
can we hear the Home and Away theme tune?
Oh, yeah.
It's the only thing I can play on the piano.
No matter where you are. I made it a bit too jazzy and I went awry. To those of you who are just watching, hello and welcome. It's not always this strange. But for any music theory fans in there, that's a great game to play, Home and Away theme tune, where you start the next phrase with the end note of the previous phrase, like this. So
can you do that with Neighbours? Just quickly.
Neighbours. I always go for the original when it was a bit swingy. Neighbours, everybody needs good. Oh, with that. Also,
very good.
Just to say that France's Craziest Cheeses is on Channel 5+1 at 2:00. So
and apparently Meditation with Ken Barlow is coming up.
There's a small child
what a
outside the window.
Tiny little
Do you
visitor.
want me to take over this while we
Hello.
Deal with that?
Hello.
Today is the first day of homeschooling. So we're having an interesting juggle. The baby's asleep, and child number 1 is out there being really sweet, but school, we miss you. We miss you, school. So big shout out to any parents out there, and again teachers. We're doing a teacher's shout out every day. Let's crack on with some music.
Yes, just quickly, some new listeners, new viewers. Rebecca Ridout.
Hello, Rebecca. I nearly touched my face then, and I didn't. So
Touch your head instead.
We are learning as a human. One is learning.
Sarah Tate. Hi, Joe and Katie. Hope you had a good Sunday. We missed you yesterday, so listen to our signed copy of New Songs for Old Souls during Mother's Day. Fabulous.
I don't have one here.
Mary Grace. Mary's on and enjoying it. Mary Grace and Lizzie Lee, I think I pronounced that, is hoping for an entirely improvised show at some point. No set list. You'd be surprised, Lizzie. Most of Joe's shows are.
That is pressure, Lizzie.
And our gorgeous, most wonderful friends, Claudia and Duncan, with their children, Eliane and Albert, are listening. So we're sending them a big virtual kiss. Rebecca's also with her better half, James Gower-Smith, who sends his love. Lots of people listening in. Victoria Bonnet. My husband and I listening from different workplaces. Elusive NHS lunch break. Oh, Victoria, bless you. You're wonderful. Perrine, hope you're having a lovely day. Kay Shepherd. Hey, Kay. It is always this strange.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so it's musicals.
35 minutes in.
Musicals Monday.
So, who's asked for this? Alice. Didn't get your second name, Alice. Jeremy Newton. Something from Guys and Dolls, so I've taken the liberty of choosing this one. When I was in Guys and Dolls, this was the song I wasn't allowed to sing. I'm not saying what I'm saying. They call you Lady Luck, though there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me, the pickings have been lush, and yet before the evening is over you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners, you might refuse to stay, and so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck, if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck, be a lady. Lady, it doesn't flirt with danger. It isn't fair. It isn't nice. Lady doesn't wander all over the shed and sneeze on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, in the fur you came in with. Luck, be a lady tonight. away from my side. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you can win with. Look, be a lady. Lock me, lady. Lock me, a lady, tonight. Thank you very much.
Scotty M says, well, lunch breaks in the office are never this wonderful. Hashtag WFH. Working from home.
Thank you. Oh, WFH. Women for Hamsters. This is government swap scheme. WFH. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to say thank you between the songs. I hope you don't feel that's too proprietorial.
Lots of people listening on their lunch breaks, including Nina Bishop.
So on their lunch breaks, does that mean people are at work still? If you're at work, please let us know and where you're working, and we'll say hello.
Other people doing arduous things like Maggie has been trying to do her online shop. She's had a little bit of success now. She says some advantages to being over 70. Maggie, there's loads. You're wonderful.
Hello to the over 70s.
It's a tough time.
Welcome in. A couple of people have asked for songs from Oklahoma,
Oh, yes.
which is where this virus came from.
It's got a little interruption here. Hold on a second. You might want to dedicate this to your to great Uncle George, who is sitting in Rio watching this with 20 others (brackets), which is allowed,
Hola.
in Brazil. Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
Hello.
No. Okay, my camera operative has had to deal once again with an outbreak of a child. We're trying to stay 2 meters away from her, but you can't always do that in these times. So yes, this is a song from Oklahoma. I'm going to be doing Sorry with a Fringe on top, which I recorded on an album, I think my first album, in fact, which is called I Like This One, not I Like This Swan, as someone once suggested. I've always loved this song because it's a story, it's a journey. Not that that's not uncommon in musicals, but this particularly, you start with this sort of fantasy. I mean, Curly's basically, he's a liar. He's a good-for-nothing liar. And he's saying to Laurie, I've got this beautiful Sorry with the Fringe on top, and I'll take you to the dance. And in that time, in the song, something magical happens. So that's why I love it so much. So let me try and begin this. No, the camera operative's back.
Hello.
Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with a fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive that high step strutters. Nosy books will peek through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With eyes and glass curtains you can roll right down. It keeps us changing the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking. Ain't no finer rig I was thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that I care to swap for that Shannon Surrey with a fringe on the top. All the world will fly to flurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with a fringe on top. When we hit that road, heavy leather, cats and dogs will sing all together. Birds and frogs dancing there through the toads. The window whistles rattle along, the cows will moo the clover. The river will ripple out a whispered song and whisper it over and over. Don't you wish it'd go on forever? Don't you wish it'd go on forever? Don't you wish it'd go on forever and you'd never stop in that shiny little Surrey with a fringe on the top. sea. The stars getting blurry when we drive back home in the Surrey, driving slowly home in the Surrey with a fringe on top. I can see the day growing older, feel a sleepy head on my shoulder, nodding, drooping close to my shoulder till it falls ka-plop. The sun is swimming on the rim of the hill, the moon is taking a header, and just as I'm thinking the earth is still, the lark can wake up in the meadow. Hush you bird, my baby's a-sleeping, maybe got a dream worth keeping. Whoa, you teen, just keep it creeping at a slow clip-clop. Don't you worry with the Surrey. Don't you hurry with the Surrey. Don't you worry with the Surrey. With the fringe on their toe. Thank you.
One of my
Thanks, everyone.
faves. One of my favourites. I'm just going to step outside. Some very kind people saying, well done for multitasking. I'm just going to step outside just so I can
Stop filming.
peek
I'm just gonna
on
step outside.
my chargers. The baby monitor's over there. I'm just going to... Just an opportunity for everyone to see the shed from a different perspective.
I've just had a message from Helen Powler. Hello, Helen. And
Helen Power.
She wants to hear "I Am What I Am" sung by Ronnie Corbett.
Yes. Who doesn't want to hear that? There's Joe's blue plaque.
Well, I am what I am. I don't want praise. I don't want pity. I'll bang my home drum. Something is noise. Something is pretty. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. But I did mention
I am what I am.
Sometime earlier. Stephen Sometime, a great hero of mine. He's 90. How has that happened? But he was from that timeless batch of great songwriters from the 50s when he started West Side Story and Gypsy, and a truly amazing man. So someone I've never met. I would love to meet Stephen Sondheim. So Stephen, if you're out there, come down to the shed. I mean, just keep your distance, but maybe watch me from outside the door. Anyway, Pete and Shonnet have asked for "Anyone Can Whistle," and I might throw in a little bonus song at the end. I've taken.
Are you doing Anyone Can Whistle from Anyone Can Whistle?
Well, it's
one of the
from
lesser known.
Anyone Can Whistle.
Lesser known sometimes.
Yeah, it's one of those songs that sort of become bigger than the show. This is from my Broadway fake books. It's very small.
Hello to John Sheldrick, who's back from another night shift.
Hello, John. Well done.
Bravo, John.
Anyone can whistle. That's what they say. Easy. Anyone can whistle any old day. Easy. It's all too simple. Relax, let go, let fly. So dance a tango, I can read Greek easy. I can slay a dragon any old week. Easy. What's hard is simple. What's natural comes hard. Maybe you could show me how to let go. Lower my guard. Learn to be free. Maybe if you whistle for me. Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, no sir, not while I'm around. Demons are prowling everywhere nowadays. I'll send them howling, I don't care. I got wings. No one's gonna hurt you. No one's gonna dare. Others may desert you. Not to worry, whistle, I'll be there. Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time nothing can harm you while I'm Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time nothing can harm you, not while I'm around.
Beautiful, Joey. I love that one from Sweeney Todd.
Stephen Sondheim. Dickon Goff, who's a friend I met when I wrote the songs to a musical version adaptation. I just touched my face, I'm sorry. Of David Walliams' great book, The Midnight Gang. It happened at Chichester Festival Theatre a couple of years ago, 18 months ago. And so Dickens asked for this song, which is quite timely. This is called The Punishment Will Be Severe. So in the show at this point, this is a duet, sort of almost like a sadistic love duet between the headmaster, the nasty headmaster, and the nasty matron. So I will play both parts.
So those of you who don't know The Midnight Gang, the book, it's set in a children's hospital. And yes, Joe wrote the music and lyrics for a musical version of The Midnight Gang by David Walliams, which was at Chichester Festival Theatre about 18 months ago when our second daughter was just born.
Let me state what I believe. Got a few things up my sleeve for enforcing discipline and fear. Got a motto that'll last forever. It's in Latin, so I look clever. Tattooed on my skin right here. Do you think I might translate? Speaking Latin since I was 8. Oh, I love the font, it's so austere. It's divine, it's just the best. I get it stamped across my chest. The punishment will be severe. You know, I like what I think you're thinking. There were our glasses we'd be clinking, raise a toast to the things we almost did. Like long incarcerations, mistreating all my patients. Daddy-dum-dee-dum-dee-daddy-dum, chills. Cold showers, hot coals, up towers, down holes, worms, rats, endless jaws, snakes, bats. Behind the doors are lots of spiders. I've always longed for pain and anguish. My favorite music is a well-constructed scream. You know, I think we speak a common language, don't you? Think we'll make a rather brilliant team. So it would seem. So we'll put our heads together, polish up the chains and leather, let the world know misery is here. Form an army of scared providers, and we'll also get those spiders. The punishment will be categorically, absolutely, resolutely evil. The punishment will be severe.
Very good.
That is a warning to any of you who defy the rules.
I just took that chance to reveal that you've got quite a few David Walliams books in your little bookshelf.
I just like reading children's books.
Yeah, I think we just dip in to a couple of other. Let's just pop into Joe's mind here. So in Joe's book collection, we've got 100 Carols for Choirs, The Thinkers, the Thesaurus, Toad Triumphant, Edward Lear, Osborne History of Britain, the Second World War. And then we've got synonyms and antonyms, Essential Dictionary of Orchestration. And then we've got lots of David Walliams books because Joe did meet with David to talk about adapting other things, which was exciting, and some other children's books there. And then we said really get into it. We've got some musical books there. And then we've got, philosophical 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, Harari. And then it gets serious. Okay? So, for those of you looking for a book recommendation.
Put that book down. It's very hard to write a biography when you've only got 3 fingers.
I'm going to end the show.
Niche impression. Hello again to Uncle George, who's in Brazil.
Hello, George.
With lots of friends. Hello to my dad. Hi, Dad. And John. Julie Judge told us that the Sondheim 80 prom was on BBC 4 last night. So any Sondheim fans who've enjoyed today's content, you might want to watch that.
That's a good one.
Sondheim 80 BBC prom, BBC 4. That's Julie Judge. Caroline Coates really enjoyed your Zippy impression. More where that come, Caroline. Wait till you hear his Dot Cotton. Philippa Abrahart Smith, please can you request your spin on Sunshine on a Rainy Day? Your version of that at some point, Joe. At some point.
On a rainy day.
Yeah.
Makes my soul.
It's so sunny. I'm just going to take people outside a second. Look at this. It's beautiful.
Well, while you're doing that,
There he is.
Vicky requested Singing in the Rain, which is
Oh yeah.
meteorologically inappropriate. So we'll end the show with this one. Thank you again for tuning in to episode 5. Tell your friends, tell a few million of your followers. Joe Wicks.
Thanks, Ian. Sorry.
Don't worry.
Sometimes it's very amateur in here because we're in a shed. Ian Patterton said, brilliant as ever. Thank you, Joe. Take it away.
Singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds, so high up above. The sun's in my heart, I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I have a smile on my face. So I walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain. Sunshine on a rainy day makes my soul slip away. Sunshine on a rainy day makes my soul. So I walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm staying 2 meters from my friend. I'm singing and dancing in my shed. Not go outside. Stay in and watch the shed. Thank you, goodbye, see you tomorrow.